News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290 and 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Montana U.S. House candidate killed in a car crash on Monday night. Good morning, everyone. This is Montana Morning for your Wednesday, September 21st, 2016. Right now we have 51 degrees. There is some light rain in the area. And our newscast this morning is sponsored by Dig It Excavating, bringing 30 years of excellence to every job for all of your excavation needs. Call 214-4292. An 18-year-old Missoula woman is accusing a man of sexual assault and other crimes after she reported a disturbing incident that occurred Sunday night. Missoula Police Public Information Officer Travis Welsh explains.
We received a report from an 18-year-old woman who informed us that she had awoken very early the morning before to find an ex-boyfriend in bed with her. When she had gone to bed alone. There were no other people in her home, nobody that she had invited to stay the night with her in her home. The fact that the ex-boyfriend had sex with her was obviously against her will.
There appear to have been problems in the past, as one of the charges against the suspect relate to a prior restraining order.
The suspect is identified as 20-year-old Jason Lenore, and he is currently being held in the Missoula County Jail on one count of burglary, one count of sexual intercourse without consent, and one count of violating a no-contact order. It's typically a court order, usually as a result of some previous incident reported.
Lenore is scheduled to be seen in Missoula Justice Court. He's being held on $100,000 bail. Libertarian Mike Fellows, a consistent figure in Montana politics, was killed in a two-vehicle head-on accident on Highway 200 Monday night. Missoula County Undersheriff Jason Johnson was called to the scene of the crash and describes what happened.
Just after 9 p.m., we were called to an accident on Highway 200 at mile marker 16 and a half. It appears that Mike Fellows, who was the sole occupant of the vehicle, was traveling westbound on Highway 200 when he collided head-on with another vehicle, and unfortunately that crash resulted in Mr. Fellows' death.
The other vehicle was driven by a woman who apparently suffered a broken ankle as a result of the crash. Fellows was transported to the state medical examiner's office in order to assist in determining the cause of the incident. Johnson says Fellows' car likely crossed into the wrong lane.
It's believed at this point that Mr. Fellows' vehicle was in the other lane, at least a portion of it. It wasn't a direct head-on crash. About a quarter of both of the front of the vehicles were significantly damaged. This is speculation at this point, but he may have had a medical issue that resulted in the crash.
Fellows was running for Montana's lone U.S. House seat against Republican incumbent Ryan Zinke and Democrat challenger Denise Juneau, both of whom expressed remorse and praised Fellows for his passion and dedication. Fellows has been a champion for the values of the Libertarian Party for years and was returning from a campaign stop in Seeley Lake when the crash occurred. A small technology firm based in Polson has filed a lawsuit against oilfield services giant Halliburton, one of the world's largest corporations. The Missoulian reports that Adelos, the subsidiary of the tribally owned S&K Technologies, alleges that Halliburton received proprietary technology information from Adelos while considering purchasing the rights to it and is now passing off the technology as its own. The lawsuit claims Halliburton has included the technology into its own products and services and secretly has been filing patent applications for it. The lawsuit filed last week in Missoula federal court seeks a judgment declaring that Halliburton directly infringed on Adelos' patents and that the actions were committed with malice or fraud. Halliburton spokeswoman Emily Meir said the company does not comment on pending litigation. The day after the Montana Supreme Court returned the matter of confidential student records being released to a best-selling author to the Lewis and Clark County District Court, Associate Commissioner of Higher Education Kevin McCrae said the Board of Regents was pleased with the court's decision.
The most salient sentence written was, quote, "In light of Krakauer's request for a specifically named student's records, the commissioner could not have complied with the request without violating these laws."
McCrae said the Supreme Court ordered the case back to district court so it could perform the kind of in-camera review that the university wanted.
The court has said that if we get a demand to turn over records, in this case for someone who's going to sell those records for profit in books, that there's a balance that needs to be conducted between the student's privacy rights and the author's demand for the records.
McRae did not have a timeline of when the Lewis and Clark County District Court would review that case. Montana's unemployment rate increased slightly by 0.1% for the month of August to 4.3%. Department of Labor and Industry senior economist Barbara Wagner has more.
We are getting increased claims from the eastern portion of the state with the oil and gas impact spreading to some of the other industries, although we're also seeing some signs that that is moderating and more people might be coming back to work in the oil and gas sector.
Wagner says although there have been multiple layoffs, people are typically not out of a job for long.
The thing is, if you're hanging out at 4% unemployment rate, when you have some layoffs, and those people might get hired again really quickly because we have lots of job openings, but they're on unemployment for a couple of months. So we don't have a huge number of increases in our claims. We're right about the same level as we were last year.
According to Wagner, unemployment in Missoula and Ravalli counties has been on the decline for the past year. 11 new American citizens will take their oaths in one of the most dramatic settings in the country as a backdrop, Glacier National Park. The U.S. Citizenship and Naturalization Service is holding the ceremony today. Glacier National Park spokesman Tim Raines said the ceremony is a fitting cap to the National Park Service's centennial celebration.
We have 11 citizens going to be naturalized this Wednesday. Super excited about it. It's a great cap to our National Park Service centennial season, and we've all been looking forward to it all season.
Raines said the new American citizens come from all parts of the globe.
They're from about 7 countries: Belarus, Canada, Chad, Germany, Mexico, the Philippines, and Ukraine. So they're from a wide variety of places. Being held here because it's part of the National Park Service Centennial, and they've been holding them in lots of different national parks across the nation, and this is our month to feature here at Glacier National Park.
Raines said the ceremony will be held at the Apgar Village Amphitheater at 11 this morning. Chief Judge Dana Christensen of the U.S. District Court for the state of Montana administering the oath of citizenship. Our News Talk time is 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies today with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Daytime highs will be in the low 60s. We'll drop back into the 40s tonight with a chance of rain. Unsettled weather is expected Thursday through Friday. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.